Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the how to compare different countries or state. Okay, so how to compare different countries or states. The first you remember that they use the per capita income. What they use? They use the PCI, per capita income. But one thing you remember, like World Bank, okay, World Bank. So World Bank use PCI. World Bank use what? Per capita income. Okay, so per capita income, it means this is used by the World Bank to measure that which countries develop, underdeveloped or developing. Is it easy? So how to compare different countries or state? That you will write that World Bank use per capita income PCI. Okay, so for example, you see, according to the World Bank report, countries with PCI of US $12,056 per annum and above in 2017 are called the rich countries. So it means they divided on the basis of per capita income. Then countries with PCI of USA $955 or less are called the low income countries. So India entered in the low middle income countries with 1820. Okay, and this is not the monthly, per annum. Clear? So it means how to compare different countries or state, they use per capita income. So on the basis of per capita income, they divided that this country is developed, this country is developing, this country is underdeveloped. It's very easy. But one thing you remember, in case of UNDP, they use the Human Development Index. UNDP use other social factors. UNDP use the other social factors. What are the other social factors? In the last video we discussed, like net attendance ratio, standard of living, health status. So these things are very important. Clear? So that's why World Bank, they use per capita income, but UNDP use HDI. So that's why this UNDP concept is broader than World Bank concept. World Bank concept is a very narrow concept because it's limited where? Only in PCI. But PCI is not correct. Why? Because it's depend on the number of population. So for example, India is the 5th largest economy in the world. But why not India is a developed country? Because of population. Clear? So PCI, per capita income, is depend on the population. For example, I have written here PCI is equal total income divided by total population. So it's depend on the population. More population, then less PCI. So that's why this is not the correct to take PCI as a measurement of development. So that's why UNDP used the broad concept Human Development Index. Is it clear? How to compare different countries or states? Then you will write that World Bank use per capita income, but UNDP use the Human Development Index. Why? Because per capita income is depend on the total population. If more population, less PCI, and less population, high PCI. So it cannot determine, it cannot show the real picture. Okay, so that's why this one is the broad concept. We take HDI, easy. Then you come here, the problem of these PCI or average. So averages are useful for comparison but hide disparities. What it says that it's easy for comparison. For example, again I will see, suppose there are two students, A, he got 90% and another students B, he got 80%. So what I will do, it's very easy to compare. What I will give the comment that A is comparatively good in study because he got 90%, B got only 80%. But I don't know that A got how much in the maths. Suppose A is not good in mathematics, he got very less in maths, but student B is good in mathematics. Is it clear? So when I asked you that what is your percentage, you told me that 90, but I don't know exactly your subject, like where you got these marks. Okay, you got 100 in any subject or not, I don't know, because I asked just the percentage. It's very simple. Okay, so when I asked you percentage, you will tell me that I got 90%, but I don't know the marks in every subject, because it means it hide the disparities. Disparities means what? Inequalities. Okay, so averages are good, useful to compare, but it's hide the disparities, inequalities. So I will show you one example. See, country A and country B. This example is very important and you have to write in the exam also. Suppose country A, there are 5 persons, person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4 and person 5. So their incomes are like 9,500, 10,500, 9,800, 10,000, 10,200. So total is total 50,000. Okay, total 50,000. In here also, if you see in case of country B, 500, 500, 500, 500, 48,000. So in here also total income is 50,000. So according to the formula, PCI is equal to total income divided by total population. What is the total income? 50,000. And the total population we have assumed 5. So what you will write here? 10, 10, 10,000. 10, 10, 10,000. Now you see what you have seen, that in country B there 4 persons are having very less income, but his income is 48,000. Okay, but average is the same 10,000. What is the meaning? It means average income is 10,000. It means according to this average or PCI, person A's income is also 10,000 and the person 5, his income is also 48,000. So it is easy to compare, but it hides the disparities. For example, see, when you asked me what is the PCI, then I will tell the 10,000. 10,000, but in high disparities, it means his income is 48,000 and his income is 5,000, but according to PCI it's 10,000. Clear? So in the country A, if you see 9,500, 10,500 like this, so here also same 10,000. So if you see country A and country B, which one is the developed country according to you? So country A is a developed country, because in here you have seen that there is very less gap. But in case of country B, you have seen that there is a huge gap. In previous video, already I spoke to that increase in income with equal distribution. So in country A, there is no equal distribution, but at least it's very less gap. Is it clear? But if you see the country B, there is a huge gap, 548,000. Is it clear? So averages are useful for comparison. Averages are just to compare, but it cannot show the real picture of the economy. It hides the disparities. For example, I told you that see 500 and one person is 48,000, but average is just 10,000. It means same for all. So it hides the disparities. According to the real data, person B's income is 500 only, but according to the average, 10,000. Is it clear? So in exam also you have to write this example. Okay, so quickly you see what we have discussed. We discussed how to compare different countries or state. We discussed about the World Bank and UNDP. World Bank use per capita income. UNDP use HDI, Human Development Index, and averages are useful for comparison but hide disparities. So I hope you understood this lesson, but if you have any problem, let me know in the comments.